Caring for animals and pets may seem like an easy task at first, but it's a demanding job nevertheless, especially when it comes to exotic and wild animals. Even though these pets often get used to their domestic environments, some mammals just can't help but act on their natural instinct. In today's video, let's take a look at the 10 pet animals that have attacked their owners. Make sure to stick around until the end, because you will not want to miss out on any of these shockingly brutal attacks. Also, make sure to leave a like on this video if you'd like to join this month's Star 5 giveaway of a brand new iPhone 12. Then all you have to do is subscribe to the channel and watch this video until the end to find and comment the hidden message. Good luck! Number 10. Teddy the Black Bear. Let's begin our frightening list with the black bear that killed his owner within seconds. Ever since he was a little cub, Teddy the Black Bear had been raised by the Waltz family in Allentown, Pennsylvania. But in 2009, one tragic story that made headlines was all about how the domesticated 350-pound bear killed his owner. According to officials, Kellyanne Waltz was cleaning out her black bear's cage when her pet suddenly attacked. Making the mistake of going into the cage while Teddy was still there, Kellyanne was instantly killed by her captive pet. As told by neighborhood children who saw the entire incident go down, their father had to shoot Teddy in hopes of saving Kellyanne. But once police and ambulances arrived, they pronounced the 37-year-old dead at the scene. Number 9. Simba the Lion. Up next, taking our number 9 spot is the pet and animal some of us grew up adoring. If you remember watching classic Disney animations, chances are you loved The Lion King as much as we did. Named after the hero of the film, Simba, this story revolves around the pet lion who attacked his owner. Al Abel was an Illinois native animal breeder who kept exotic pets in his small zoo. One night, when the breeder was set out to clean the cages, he forgot to lock the doors to the secondary pen. This small mistake is what ultimately resulted in Abel's death. Once his wife came home, she saw the wild lions roaming around the premises while her husband was nowhere to be seen. It was only after police arrived at the scene that they saw Abel's body near the cage with a massive bite in his leg. And the culprit in this crime was later deemed to be Simba the Lion. Number 8. Humphrey the Hippo. Coming in at number 8 is the 1.2-ton animal who attacked his adaptive owner. In 2011, one particular news story overtook the headlines when Humphrey the hippopotamus ate his owner, Marius Els. Els, who was a former South African army major, had adopted 5-month-old Humphrey after rescuing him from a flood. Confident in his bond with his newly adopted pet, Els once shared to a reporter, "Humphrey is like a son to me. He is just like a human. There is a relationship between me and Humphrey, and that's just what people don't understand." Sadly, this relationship took a turn for the worse when Humphrey was found to be the one responsible for the army major's passing. Number 7. Wolf dogs. If you think having one wolf dog is scary enough, wait until you hear about our number 7 pick. One Pennsylvania native woman by the name of Sandra Piavessin was infamous for her love of wolf dogs. Keeping 9 half-wolf, half-dog hybrids as pets, the animal aficionado dedicated her life to keeping her companions happy. But even with her love and affection, Sandra couldn't tame the hybrid beasts. The 50-year-old was found dead in her caged enclosure, which was located in her backyard. According to the autopsy results, Sandra's body had suffered multiple soft tissue injuries, which proved to be too much to bear. The 9 hybrid wolf dogs were reportedly euthanized shortly after. Number 6. Pet tiger. Up next on our number 6 spot is the animal whose bite marks raised major suspicions to the authorities. Antoine Yates was an exotic animal lover who kept a full-sized tiger and an alligator in his tiny one-bedroom apartment in New York. As reported by the news, the pet owner had sought out help for his massive injuries, which he had claimed were caused by his pit bull dog. After inspecting the injuries and the wounds up close, medical staff and authorities realized there was more to the story. Thanks to an anonymous tip, Yates was later found guilty of housing illegal pets in his tiny apartment. Antoine's home was raided, and both animals were quickly taken to proper shelters. Number 5. Gypsy the Burmese Python. At number 5, we have the dangerous Burmese python, whose ruthless ways caused a tragic death in a family. In 2009, a news story broke out of a Burmese python by the name of Gypsy, killing a 2-year-old girl. Owned by Jaron Hare and Charles Darnell residing in Florida, Gypsy's cage was apparently not suitable for the animal, as it was only covered by a quilt. According to the family, Gypsy had escaped, wrapped itself around Hare's 2-year-old baby girl, strangling her to death. When animal experts inspected the crime scene, they reported the snake being extremely underweight, while also believing it hadn't been fed in a month. Hare and Darnell were later arrested and convicted of third-degree murder and child neglect. Number 4. Pet Bull. Coming in at number 4 is Pet Bull who killed his owner the day before his birthday. In 2010, Ricky D. Weinhold was found dead just one day before his 53rd birthday. Said to have passed from multiple injuries, the culprit was soon revealed to be his 1-ton bull he kept as a pet. According to the chief deputy coroner, all of Ricky's injuries were inflicted by the bull's head and its hooves. As told by the owner's son, David, he discovered his father's body in an outdoor pen. Officials believe the attack took place inside the barn stables, where a newborn calf was kept. Rocky's movement and appearance might have triggered the bull, which ultimately resulted in the 52-year-old's death. Number 3. Cassowary. Taking the number 3 place is the animal that often gets overlooked for its lethal side. Known as the world's most dangerous bird, the cassowaries are not your typical pets. In 2019, one 75-year-old man was attacked by the same animals he bred and raised. Said to have accidentally fallen on the ground while taking care of his animals, the man was severely attacked and murdered by the cassowary. According to officials, the breeder was doomed from the start, as these tropical animals can run up to 30 miles an hour. And with their ruthlessly powerful legs and kicks, officials weren't surprised to see such an outcome at the crime scene. Number 2. Deer. The number 2 spot on our list goes to the wild animal, which most don't often consider to be exotic. In 2010, a 67-year-old man died after being attacked by his pet deer. Gerald Rushton, who kept wild pets in his residence, was apparently trampled and gored to death. According to reports, Gerald was presumably feeding his pets when suddenly one of them attacked. Police was immediately called by the Rushton's family, and the officials managed to shoot the 550-pound stag in the enclosure. The press release stated the European red stag deer had a large rack of horns and apparently pinned Mr. Rushton against a fence and then gored him, as well as trampled him when he fell to the ground. Number 1. Bettina the Black Widow. And last but not least, let's talk about the tragic incident revolving around one German man and his pet spider. Mark Vogel was a 30-year-old pet owner who was killed by his pet black widow spider called Bettina. Found dead in his apartment with his exotic animal out of his cage, officials deduced it was Bettina who attacked Mark. But that's not all. When police arrived at the scene, they witnessed Vogel's corpse draped in spider webs, as hundreds of insects, snakes, and termites surrounded the body. But even with so many deadly suspects surrounding the 30-year-old dead's body, authorities believe it was Bettina the Black Widow spider who gave Mark the fatal bite. Just goes to show you, no matter how small or harmless the pet may seem, exotic and wild animals have natural instincts that simply can't be domesticated. And with that, we end today's video. Which wild animal attack did you find the most extraordinary? Are there any terrifying pet attacks you think deserve a spot on our list? Leave your thoughts down in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe and give us a like. And don't forget to turn on your post notifications so you never miss a video from Star 5. Thanks for watching. Until next time.